Today I will take questions. So if you have any doubts or any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat window. And if you missed previous demo sessions, it is available in YouTube. You can go and check. The recorded sessions are also available yesterday and day before yesterday. So we just discussed about the curriculum and I have answered many of your queries. So if today is a first demo session, you can find a lot of my demos even for previous batches from YouTube, right? Just type DURGASOFT data science Sasmitha, you will find a lot of demos available. So you can go through that. So again, I have to introduce myself because many of you are again new, and quickly what we will do is I will talk about the course syllabus. I will be showing you the content. So it's a new content, many things I have modified. So based on my own experience and based on what is trending right now in market, the syllabus has been modified. So what all new things that has been added? So Power BI, SQL and AWS has been added, and there will be one more new batch which will be starting evening time. Mostly it will be 9 to 10 p.m. where that is a very unique kind of course, which is nothing but ML ops, ML operations, where or you can say kind of big data analytics course. So if anybody wants to expertise in the ML ops, which is very rare, you will not find a lot of courses available. So you can join that. Maybe end of this April, we will announce the batch, right? But here, what is the goal? You will be very expertise yourself. You will be expert in data science concepts. ML ops will tell you how basically you can, it's a kind of ML machine learning you already learned in this course. Operations, like it's a kind of data engineering plus data science. It's a kind of hybrid course you can say. Who will attend those courses, both data engineer and data scientist, to upgrade their skills. So before you jump into that course, you should be very keen on the basic concepts of ML, DL, NLP, Python, right? So that's not a course for beginners, right? Especially who are already very keen at data science, they can go there. But anyway, so we will be discussing the curriculum. So I will start the curriculum. Before I start, again, let me quickly introduce. I will be your course instructor. I have around 11 years of experience into data science and big data analytics. I started my career as a big data engineer, and after my master's, I switched to data science. Almost 45 batches I have completed so far. And currently I'm working as a staff data scientist. I'm leading a small team of 4 to 5 people. Currently my domain is renewables. I worked in aviation, healthcare, investment banks. So this is my kind of summary, professional summary. Coming to teaching experience and all, I was a faculty in Reva University. Also, I taught in many engineering colleges to their faculties in their faculty development program. So like teaching is my passion. So it's not like now I'm teaching. So since my school days, like after I completed my 10th, I am teaching, right? Because I love to teach. Okay, so that is my short introduction. Coming to the course curriculum. So the AWS part I will be adding, except the AWS part, rest all is kind of it's done. So I was just adding a lot of content. So it took some time from my side to share the content with you. So you can see the previous batch content. Most of the content is same, but the new content, what is added and what is the flow, I will tell you. Also, it is very transparent. So I'll tell you how much time we will dedicate for each and every topic, so that it will be clear in your mind, right, before you join the course. And also I have mentioned the topic name, so there will be no confusion. You will be knowing inside the main topic what are the subtopics that we will be learning. And this entire syllabus we will be following one by one, right? So the program starts with mostly, initially we will start with SQL or Python, right? So let's say we're starting with Python. So the first part will be core Python. So in core Python, we will be understanding about language basics. Again, 170-hour video of Durga sir you are getting, which are very nice videos. You know how nicely Durga sir teach. So if you see his videos, 100% all of the Python concepts will be very clear. So it's a complete kind of decorator, generator, exception handling, file handling, everything you will find from those videos. Here, it is not a Python course. So I just want to utilize the time very wisely. So 20 to 30% of the time we will dedicate to the first pillar. If you attended my yesterday's class, you will be remembering the first pillar is nothing but the prerequisite before we jump into the main concepts, and very important like Python, SQL, Power BI. These are the first pillar. And what we are going to do is 20 to 25% of the time we will be dedicating to first pillar to learn Python. Let's say it's a 2.5-month course. So you can understand 25% of that will be the first pillar. So Python is not kind of, we're not going to learn Python for 1 month and machine learning for 10 days and deep learning for 10 days. No, we're going to learn Python, core Python, what is very, very important, like variable functions, loops, if loop, while loop, for loop, list, tuple, set, dictionary, the basic core Python concept. And then we will be going to, so that if you are very beginner, non-technical, non-programmer, then also you can understand from very scratch, from installation we are starting. So very scratch we are starting, so everybody can understand. From each module, you will be getting assignments from me. So from all of this topic, you will get 3 assignments. All of these assignments are collected from LeetCode and from previous interview questions that my students attended, right? So you will get assignments and solutions uploaded in the drive. So you can see the questions and write the answers or submit the solution. As I said, every day 10 minutes will be quiz. And in the first pillar, it's not theory. So all our hands-on kind of questions we will solve. But from the second and third pillar onwards, so mostly we will have theoretical questions we will be discussing. For example, today I taught you about one algorithm. So what kind of theoretical questions you will get? What is bias? What is variance? What is covariance? What is assumption? So a lot of theoretical questions, what you can expect, right? Technical theoretical questions that we will discuss. So in the first pillar, first we will, the flow I'm telling, first you will learn either SQL or Python. I need to decide what to start with because SQL is a completely independent topic. So mostly we will start with SQL. Having said that, I'm not here to make you a SQL developer. So it's, you're learning all of those topics to become a data scientist. So whatever is needed for data science, those topics from SQL we will discuss. After we complete SQL, we will start with Python. So once we complete the core Python, we'll go to the advanced Python. In advanced Python, we have NumPy module and we have Pandas module. So Pandas and NumPy are the kind of very important libraries to do data analysis. Again, assignments, bundle of assignments. Every assignment will have 8 to 10 questions. You will do it and you will submit your solution. If you are stuck, you see the solution. Again, if you do not understand, feel free to ask me in the class. So once you complete this Pandas and NumPy module, we'll be moving to our visualization module. So it's a very important part. So in visualization, 2 things you will learn. You will first learn the grammar of visualization. For example, I'll tell you what is a scatter plot, what is a line plot, what is a scatter matrix, what is a box plot, what is bar chart, what is histogram, what is sunburst chart, where to use which chart, right? You have a data, so whether to do a bar chart or a box plot. What is the difference between histogram and a line plot, where to use line plot? All of those concepts we will discuss in detail. After understanding the grammar, we'll go to the library. So Plotly is a Python open source library. It's very interactive. Matplotlib Seaborn is outdated. If you want, I can share recordings from previous batch. You can learn yourself. But Plotly is the new trend because it is interactive. So completely open source, completely free. So we will understand about Plotly. After we understand Plotly, we'll go to, there is a structure. So SQL will move to the first part. We will understand Power BI. So you in Plotly. So just Power BI, it will very quickly you can understand because you know the visualization grammar, you know the plots, you understand which plot to use where. Just you will understand a tool. You already coded it in Python, so it will be very easy to learn Power BI. Again, every topic, whatever I have mentioned itself is the ocean. You can go deep dive into it. And having said that, if you keep doing that, your data science course will never finish. And if you start learning in that way, 2 years, 3 years also, you will not be able to complete the syllabus. So what is the focus? I'm trying to make yourself job ready as soon as possible because time is very, very valuable resource. Even if you are wasting 1 month time, let's say you got a job 1 month before, right? So per month salary, let's say 1 lakh or 2 lakh, you're saving that much, correct? So what I believe is time is the very valuable resource and you should always try to save your time. So I will give you a path, how much to learn and where to stop so that you will be job ready. For example, if you want Power BI, you can, or SQL, you take an example of SQL. Whatever SQL is needed for data science, if you spend maybe 2 days or 1 day, that is sufficient. But people will not be knowing how much is sufficient. So what they will do is they'll start learning complete SQL and it may go for months and months. Python, whatever Python is needed for data science that you can complete maybe within a week. But you will spend maybe months of time learning Django, Flask, lot of other things in Python, which is not needed as a data scientist. Needed in the sense it's not important. In the interview, it will not come. People are not going to ask you Django questions. People will be asking you machine learning questions. So to make yourself job ready within a short span, right? Maybe within 3 to 6 months of time, you will be job ready. So that much content has been filtered and delivered to you. So after Power BI, the first pillar is completed. So here the first pillar done. Number one, SQL, Python, Core and Advanced, Power BI. So done. And if you are interested to apply for data analyst related roles, data analyst, not data science, data analyst. So this is 70% of the data analyst course is completed. With this, if you know AWS, I think you can apply for data analyst related roles. Mostly it's a junior role, like the path to become either a data engineer and data scientist, the initial very beginning kind of role, where you will be mostly dealing with historical data. You are not going to predict something or modeling is not your task. Mostly you will be generating insight, gathering business requirements, and then putting it in Excel and PPTs, presenting to the client, creating dashboards. Those all are like dealing with your SQL and cleaning simple data using SQL. So those are the data analyst job. So till here, 70% of the data analyst course is completed. And with this, only with the first pillar and AWS or any cloud technique, you can go ahead and apply for data analyst related role. My suggestion is don't wait till the course is completed. After the first pillar is completed, start applying for data analyst. Try your luck. Joining as a data analyst is not a bad idea because it will be a very, very smooth transition. Very closely, you will be working with a data scientist and data engineer. So if you're getting a role as a data analyst, definitely you should take it. After 1 or 2 years, it will be a very easy move. You at least will understand real-time projects and easily you can update those in your CV, and second move will be smoother instead of waiting for data science jobs, right? So this is the first pillar, and again, people who are interested to apply for data analyst also can join this course and they can discontinue before machine learning, and you can talk with me or maybe DURGASOFT regarding this, right? Once the first pillar is done, the second pillar is, again, we have project. So I have a very nice project to demonstrate. This is the first use case. What I will do is I believe in hands-on and also practical implementation because I come from industry. So unless you use this in solving business problem, this makes no sense. So we will be taking customer data and we will be creating a nice dashboard using Power BI, right? So whatever we have discussed so far, we will be doing a nice dashboard using Power BI. So that is our, yes, so this is an example of your, or maybe first project, visualization project that we will do using Power BI. This is the pillar one. So 7 assignments. How many assignments you're getting? 8 assignments in one project. From pillar 1, you're getting 8 assignments and 1 project. Now coming to the pillar 2, a second pillar, it is statistics and ML. Again, I'm not reading the topics. You can go through very nicely kind of written, and everything we will go in depth. I have, so you can see and compare my syllabus with other. You will find hypothesis testing, A/B testing, lot of content from statistics they have added. I have removed. Why? Because as an industry, when I am in industry, I know that in my entire 7 years of career, as a data scientist, prior to that I was a big data engineer. In this whole 7 years, I have never found any use case where I can use hypothesis testing. It's a kind of very advanced, we are in a world of deep learning and very advanced concept already we are learning. So this hypothesis testing and all are outdated. It just will kill your time. And honestly, you ask any data scientist who are working in industries, hardly they will find any use case where you will implement those concepts. Having said that, if you want, you can learn yourself. This is not important with respect to the interview, or like after you join as a data scientist also very rare statistical test you will do. So we have other concepts which are trending. So I have skipped some of the statistical topic that I used to teach, like A/B testing, hypothesis and all, and added very important concept which is really needed both in interview and also in your job. Right? So once we complete the statistics, we will be going to machine learning. So machine learning, the first is your linear regression. So linear regression is the base fundamental. Yesterday, if you attended my demo session, I have given a quick demo on linear regression, right? Only the coding part, not theoretical part. But here we will see the theoretical part, and we'll do our first project. So the customer data that we have taken for Power BI visualization, the same data we will take to model. So it's a linear regression project, first project we will do. And the same project we are going to deploy in AWS. At the end, I will tell that. So it's an end-to-end process. You understand from where you will collect the data. You have cleaned the data using statistics, pandas and other tools. And then you have visualized it using Power BI. And then you have modeled it using machine learning and deep learning. Then you have deployed it using cloud. So that's why I have named it, the course I have named it as full stack because of this, right? End to end. So starting from collection till deployment, everything you will understand the flow, how exactly you are you can also deploy your dashboard into cloud. So every end-to-end thing you will understand, right? Okay, so once we understand this, I'm not going to tell you details or reading. You can learn, like you can read yourself, but mostly 7 to 8 algorithms. Each algorithm will have one project, linear regression, one project, polynomial, one project. Linear and polynomial will be the same project. Logistic regression, we have project. Decision tree, random forest, we are going very in-depth about maths. So there is nothing beyond what we are covering there. So decision tree, random forest, I have covered means that is done for you. You can like tick that, and then like you should not go to internet and search any other content. That will save a lot of your time, because whatever is there, whatever is needed, everything we will cover in depth. We will cover what is information gain, what is entropy, what kind of interview question you may face from this algorithm. Everything we will discuss. Every algorithm is one project. So you have 7 algorithms from machine learning, 1 algorithm from deep learning, and some algorithm from NLP. So total 9 to 10 projects we will be doing, right? So this entire kind of course from machine learning, rest 70% of the time to 75% of the time, we will be spending in cloud machine learning concepts. So once we understood all of this, we'll starting with the deep learning. So we are going to use a library called Keras to implement deep learning models. We'll understand what is deep learning, what is optimization techniques, what is mini batch gradient descent, what is stochastic gradient descent, what is feed forward, what is back propagation, all of the theory, very important. After that, we'll do our first project called something, the projects will be different. I will update the project names, but we'll do 1 or 2 projects from deep learning, and we will be basically implement those whatever projects we have done in cloud at the end. After deep learning, we have something called we have text mining, NLP, right? We have NLP. So in NLP, we are going to discuss about all of this pattern, regular expression you will find from DURGASOFT recording, but we have pattern matching, we have word embedding techniques, we have data pre-processing, cleaning and all. So finally, after completing all of that, we will be implementing everything in cloud, right? So that's the summary of this course. From this course, what next? What next? Is this the end? No. So this is not the end. You can apply for 2 to 3 years of experience and you can easily crack interviews. You no need to go for any other course after doing this course. Having said that, if you want, you are already working as a data scientist, or you are working as a data engineer or data analyst, or you have already taken a course somewhere, you already know the concept of data science, and then I will suggest you to join the ML Ops course as a next step, or you complete this first and you take a break of 2-3 months, you revise all those concepts, and if possible, try to join my ML Ops course, which is starting end of this April. Very, very interesting. It's a complete big data and cloud platform. You will be doing ML. So let me summarize what is ML Ops. ML Ops is nothing but here you are doing it in local system. There you will be doing everything in cloud on very, very huge volume of data, like mostly you will be using big data ecosystem like Spark and all on top of cloud. Along with that, you will also understand deploying and data pipeline. So that's a kind of advanced course, I will rather say, which is the next of this. And if you have completed MLOps and this, I'm 100% sure if you have completed nicely with all assignments and everything, I mean 100% sure if your background is kind of very good, and definitely you can crack interviews and you can demand like anything, because MLOps and data science is very much trending right now, right? So this is the kind of just I want to give you a walkthrough about the course content, because I have not done that yesterday. I'm going to take questions from the window. I can see a lot of questions. Yes, so after taking this course, you can apply. I mean, this course is for data science, right? So you can apply for data science course, sorry, data science interview with confidence. With confidence, you can attend data science interviews. You may not try for manager, right? So you should understand what you have, from where you come from. So I have seen after taking courses, people start applying for manager in data science. Are you eligible to become a manager in data science? Because I am a manager in data science and I have spent 7 years of my life in data science field. Then even though you're getting a role, right, don't take it, because it is very difficult in the real time to survive. You are not a good fit. Now you can ask, okay, I have 13 years of experience, 15 years of experience. I am a manager in software engineering. Now I want to become a manager in data science. Can I do that? Is it possible? The answer is a big no, because you are manager in software engineering. That's great, because you know software engineering. That's why you are the team lead there. You're leading a team, right? Team lead is not a joke. You need a lot of expertise in that area to call yourself a manager, because you will be talking, you are responsible for everything. Entire project is under you. So you have to show the path, you have to distribute tasks among the team members, you have to bring the projects from the client, you have to present the results to the client. So those are even more difficult tasks rather than just coding. So based on my own experience, I will say that comes with experience. When you work in 2-3 companies in 10-15 projects, then those ideas will come. If you're not able to generate ideas, your company will fire you, because that is what is your job, right? So to become a manager in data science, you have to take a path. You have to dedicate some 2 to 3 years of your time will be wasted. That's true. That's honest kind of thing. You have to accept that first. Doesn't matter where you are currently, doesn't matter what is your current role, doesn't matter how many experience you have, how many years of experience you have. When you are starting a new domain, that is, you are a beginner in that domain. People are already there in that domain, you're competing with them. Yes, for me, it took 7 years to become manager, but for you, if you are very hardworking, maybe you can breeze that gap in 1 year or 2 year or 3 year. Immediately, you cannot jump. So that you should understand. So after taking any course, either here or anywhere else, you can apply for senior data scientist, 2-3 years, 4 years at max kind of experience role you can apply for. Once you get into that role, work as a data scientist. Even though you are a very high profile, kind of a high level manager, still I will suggest to work as a team member in a data science field for 2 to 3 years, to get that real-time experience, to understand how exactly the things are going. After you do that, then you can easily try for lead or staff kind of role as a next switch. So when you're coming to data science, you are beginner, consider that. And if you have a doubt or if you have question whether people will accept you or not, a very big answer is yes, people will accept, because it's a new field. I'll tell you one example, MLOps. So it's a new trending field, right? Nobody is expert. Everyone is learning. They are in learning phase. So whoever you will interview, everybody will tell, we are learning. So whom you will select? So what I'm trying to tell you, it's not saturated yet. You will find a lot of openings, but very less skilled people. So it doesn't matter your background. If you are able to, if you have some IT industry experience, for non-technical people, completely new, never seen anything in IT, that is little difficult. But if you are in IT, XYZ, whatever you are doing, current role, maybe software engineer or anything, development or anything, with this course and with adding some projects in your CV, definitely in a smart way, you can move into data science. But whether you will get a manager role or not, I really can't tell that. If your luck is good, you may get, but even though you're getting, surviving as a manager directly from another field is difficult, right? Many of the companies are hiring experienced candidates. Yes, you all are experienced because, see, I'll tell you two things. There are two kind of people maybe joining this. One is your freshers or kind of complete BTech graduates or any graduates just passed out from college. World is changing. If you have some kind of work that you have done or is some you have created a nice portfolio, you can join as a data analyst or data scientist as a fresher also. Nowadays they're accepting. As a fresher, if you're getting data analyst, also you should take it because it's a very good domain. Now coming to others, you might not be a data scientist, but you are in IT, right? You're not fresher. You are working as a software engineer. You are working at something, right? You are already in IT. So that experience also counts. You know a lot of things like, see, everything is nowadays it's not data science means data science. Everything is kind of, you can see it's, if you take the, many things are common. For example, as a data scientist, somebody has to know about version control, like Git and other things. We commit our code there. So somebody has to know cloud. Somebody has to know big data. Somebody has to know many things which the software engineering people will be knowing. So many things are common. SQL is universal. Everybody knows. Software engineer, data scientist. So many topics. Python is common, right? So many topics you already experienced in. So don't consider yourself fresher. So with this, smartly you can change many things in your CV so that your CV will be shortlisted. Once your CV is shortlisted, you can easily crack interviews. So for my answer is, even though you are working in some other field, smartly you can write some project in your CV related to data science and apply for data science roles, right? Once your CV is shortlisted, easily you can get into it. As a fresher, get into this. Yes, you can apply for data science role as a fresher and you can show, I will tell you in the interview preparation class, that's a very special class, 2-3 hours for freshers and for experience. How to write all those things in CV, we will discuss in the class. So for my answer is, the world is changing. Freshers are getting very nice packages and they're also getting data science and data analyst role. Data scientist trainee, this kind of roles you may get, right? Okay. Recommend, okay. Okay, so same question every day I am getting. So is this 2.5 months are sufficient? See, I will tell you one thing. So whatever course, and many people who already joined those 1-year program may understand what I'm saying. See, I'm comparing myself with my kind of whatever my students has given me. I myself has not enrolled for any 1 year because I have a full-time MTech. Why should I go for part-time programs? So whatever I have taken feedback, right, from my students, what I understood is, see, they will teach you 2 to 3 months when you join the program, 2 to 3 months in Python, and what they will do is week, all whole 3 to 4 days recorded sessions they will give. Go through that, and weekend. Do you think a IIT professor or whoever? My brother is an IIT professor. I know the what. So they will not come and clarify your Python doubts. They will only teach ML and deep learning concepts. The first pillar that I talked about, like junior people, even they are very junior, they will be taking your classes for Python and other concepts, and 3 months Python, 2 months R, and then 1 month SQL. So as I said, everything, there is no limit of each topic. Python, can I teach Python for 3 months? Yes, you can. You can teach Django class, object-oriented concept class, all the other things. Is it not necessary? I cannot say no. I cannot say no, it is not necessary. Everything is necessary in data science. Maybe you are if you know class, maybe you will write good programs, but good program writing comes later. So what is first importance is cracking interviews within time, isn't it? Once you get into data science field, you can write nice program. If I have not written my program in a class manner, will my code will be rejected? No, nobody really cares until unless your algorithm is running fine and accuracy is good. So what I mean to tell you is, everything is, whatever is important, first you need to learn that and then get into data science field, right? And what is important is machine learning, deep learning, core concepts. And whatever we are covering, there is nothing beyond it. So either me or whoever is covering will cover that much only. Linear regression is linear regression, right? So the concept is same, right? The projects, everyone will be delivering the same project collected from Kaggle and other things. The data set is public. Nobody is going to give you the private data sets. So everything is same. Whatever you're even better here, I will say Raja, with confidence I'm telling. And if you want, you can compare also with confidence I'm telling. When it comes to ML, DL and other parts, it is better. And you can see what is covered, what is not covered, so that you can compare. So 2.5 months only they will give you. And here everyday class, there will be weekly twice or thrice class. So 2.5 months, if you take the total duration, right? 50 hours only, 40 to 50 hours only they will give you to ML, deep learning and all. And you do one task, one assignment you do today. I myself as a student try to enroll in their course. They're charging 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs. I told them to share a ML theoretical video so that I can see how the teacher is teaching, right? Because Python anybody can teach. When it comes to ML, you will know the real potential of the teacher. So I told them to share every time I requested, they shared a demo recording of Python class or maybe very initial class. They have never shared a ML machine learning recorded class. I have all the recorded session, and trust me, they will go, because they might be from IIT, but student should also able to grasp it, right? So they will come to your level to teach. They cannot go to the way they are teaching in IITs will not be same. NTPL lecture videos are more in depth than what they're covering in the class, and that's the fact. So whenever it is coming to a course like that, when it comes to ML and deep learning, they are not going to teach you machine learning, deep learning for 1 year. No, the time they're dedicating for machine learning, deep learning will be same, 2 months or 2.5 months. Other concepts will be Python, Power BI, Tableau, R, SQL, all of those concepts. And SQL, Python, will you really pay extra amount that you're paying, maybe 10x, to learn SQL, Python, Power BI, which is freely available? Can't you learn yourself, right? Because every single hour they are giving you will be chargeable. It's not free. So that's how they are kind of managing, because they have to market and all, right? Coming to other Hyderabad institutes who are providing 4 months, 5 months training with same price and with a lot of other content, maybe they're so much free. Maybe they're not doing anything else apart from teaching, because an instructor who is teaching 4 months, almost like 100 hours to you, right? With a student strength of 10 to 15 per hour charges, you can understand, right? And if somebody is working in industry like Goldman Sachs or Amazon or Flipkart, their time is very important. Industry people will not come for less price to teach you for months and months. So everything is like how you are thinking as a student. An instructor will also think from his or her perspective. So what I'm telling you, try to tell you is quality versus quantity. You need to choose what you want. Somewhere you will get quantity, somewhere you will get quality, but what is important for you, whether quality is important or quantity, I cannot tell you. For some people, quantity is also important, because, and honestly, one more thing, if you're coming from a very non-technical background, very non-technical background, and I think more than me, you know yourself. So if it's like Python, variable functions, nothing you know, very non-technical background, no zero knowledge in maths and all, better to go with a quantity-based course, because it will be running for 4-6 months and you will get a lot of time to practice. But if you are a person who are having a little background, at least working as a software engineer, or at least you have some programming background, or you know that you are a keen learner, you can grasp the concept, then I think you can save lot of time by getting more content than what somebody will deliver in 4 months. It's all about quality versus quantity everywhere, right? So check that, and so it's you are the best. You can decide based on all your demo sessions that you have attended and other things. So what I can guarantee you is whatever has been given very nicely we will cover. So 40-45 hours is a huge time. So 1 hour is very much kind of time for me to deliver a lot of concepts. So 40 hour means it's a very huge time, 40 to 50 hours, huge time to deliver all of these topics. easy pace, like slow pace, with all the assignments completed, all quiz delivered, everything nicely, we can complete the syllabus on time, right? So this is doable. This is like maybe the syllabus, a lot of topics are written, but when I deliver, it will be easy for you, right? So this is not fast-paced course. This is a very slow-paced course. As I said, I have not included unnecessary topics, so that the price can be reduced. If I add unnecessary topics, the price also will increase, which I believe you can learn yourself. For example, SQL. You see, SQL, I am not teaching a lot of topics. Whatever is needed, we are covering. But if you tell me to teach, I will teach SQL for months. But I know that in the interview, SQL, that level will not come. So why I will teach you which is not coming in the interview? In the industry also, you're not a SQL developer. You need SQL to collect your data. All the other processing you will do in Python, pandas and all. Pandas is more important for you to learn as a data scientist than getting expertise in SQL. I'm not saying SQL is not important. See, there is a difference. Not important and how much to learn. That you should know. The trick in data science is how much to learn, because there is no end of learning in every topic. For example, deep learning, somebody can learn for 3 years. But is it necessary? No, you will waste 2 years of time just by learning. Somebody who got a job 2 months earlier will earn 4 lakhs more than you, right? So the time, the value, everything, your time is important, how fast you can complete the course, and then how fast you are job ready, so that you can get into the data science field fast. So that's the intention here, right? And the ML Ops course, yes, parallelly, I don't know your background, but as I said, ML Ops is little advanced course. I will not recommend freshers who don't know anything to join that course. At least you should have a base, because I cannot teach machine learning like how I am teaching here in ML Ops course. That's a implementation based course, that's not a theoretical course, complete hands-on. So machine learning in depth we will cover here in data science. In ML Ops, mostly the implementation side, it's a complete industry-oriented program where instead of going in depth about each and every concept or theory, I will be telling about the implementation side end to end, the cloud techniques, the big data ecosystem. We will understand what is Spark architecture, what is Python, what is Apache Airflow, what is Kubernetes, what is Git. All of those implementation sites we will see in that course. So I will recommend, even though you are not a data scientist, at least you should have some knowledge in software engineering. So people who are from industry, 2-3 years of experience working as a DevOps or software engineer or a data scientist or a data analyst or a data engineer should go for that course. Or you already taken this data science course, as a next step you can take. Parallelly, yes, you can do that, but I don't know your background. If you know Python or some basics like Git, Python, SQL and all other things, then yes, parallel you can do that. Okay, so I think we are all good. What we will do is, can we connect like-minded? Yes, so we will have a Telegram group. So all the doubt clearing and everything we'll do there. Okay? No, I am not. See, I am missing concepts. Every content you see, you will find missing concepts, right? It's not complete course. Every syllabus you will see, there will be missing concept. As I said, again, I'm repeating, whatever is necessary to crack interviews, I have filtered those concepts. All the unnecessary things I have filtered out. And whatever is necessary, the cream topics I have kept, right? So I think this is more than sufficient. I'm confident that when you go for, having said that, if you apply for staff data scientist, you might not get. For 7 years, you should not write 6 years, 7 year experience, 2 to 3 year experience data science roles. Easily you can crack after taking this course, right? And there are other courses, if you want, you can go for that. We are starting ML Ops, which is very, very good course. After that, you can go there, or you can go for the advanced recordings are there, like deep learning. If somebody wants the computer vision, previous batch recordings are there. You can go and see those previous batch recordings, right? For advanced, I'm saying, like if you want to expertise yourself in computer vision. So everything is there. And also you can talk to me one-to-one. So if you have any questions or something, mostly you can ask in the class. But if it is not clear, you can call to DURGASOFT and they will connect with me so that we can discuss. So thank you everyone for your wonderful time. Let us connect tomorrow. So what we will do is tomorrow onwards we'll start with the content. We have completed 3 demo sessions. I have answered all of your questions. If I skipped or I could not answer, feel free to ask me tomorrow also. I will be able to answer all your questions. What I want is it should be very clear. All your doubts should be clear before you enroll for the course. Okay? Thank you everyone for your time. Let us connect tomorrow. And the timing for this course is 7 a.m., not 7:30. And in the class, you can let me know if the timing is not suitable. We can move it to 30 minutes here and maybe we can. So we will decide the timing, but as of now, it is 7 a.m. So please join 7 a.m. and let us discuss. If it is not suitable, we can change maybe 30 minutes here and there, right? Okay, thank you everyone.